Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
The action has already started. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets...
Rudiger concedes a free kick for that. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Madrid are now forced to play the bulk of the game a man short.
Well, his thinking may have been about making his presence felt, but not the wisest of decisions.
In with the challenge. Tchouaméni was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Vinicius Junior showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Rodrigo. Tchouaméni. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Madrid finding their passes. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, super ball. Dembele. Tchouaméni. And here's Vinicius Junior! And for a moment, time stood still. Oh, it's a great ball here. Oh, that's a key interception. Conte. Olise. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, good take in a good area. And that's... Can he finish? Goal! France! There is the breakthrough. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
France are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first moment of real significance.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Bellingham. Passing is crisp and sharp. Vinicius Junior. Now this could be a chance. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham. Tries a shot! And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Great ball if he can get there. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He's on it, can he get away? Mbappe, and here's the chance to counter.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Now it's Olise. Now it's Camavinga. There's the shot! Sticks it away! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
France are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Searching pass he's played there. Camavinga is in a really good position out wide. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Now it's Mbappe. Eder Militao cuts it out. Valverde. Rodrigo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Conte is sporting a could-be danger here. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, shooting chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they're at it again in double quick time. Terrible error, duly punished.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
A case now of complete control. Olise. Now it's Olise. Tries to pass it through. Mbappe. And a chance! It's loose now and they want to get... Oh, he's been caught napping! And we hit half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
France 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it. And the game has already resumed here. Chouameni, Saliba, Valverde. It's Bellingham. No way through there. And this is Dembele. Alexander-Arnold. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vinicius Junior. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Koundé. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vinicius Junior. Foot in. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Looking for options, for movement. Shot a goal! Great football, shot and save.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Bellingham. He's in it. Rodrigo! That's a lovely, neat pass. France have the chance to go the other way. That has ended up in no man's land. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Now it's Mbappe. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And it's Bellingham. And that chance! He scores! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 8, el dorsal 5, el dorsal 11, el dorsal 3.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Mbappe goes for a shot!
Plenty to enjoy about the build-up there, not so much the finish.
Mbappe had the chance of finishing off a fabulous move. At least we saw some terrific high-tempo approach play.
France are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Howson.
Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe.
This is the time you need that pace. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Now this could be a chance. And here's Mbappe. And here's...
Chance, surely! It's hit the uprights. Once more against the woodwork.
Goulet. Brahim Diaz. Now it's Mbappe. Brahim Diaz.
And he takes a shot! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Camavinga. Played out wide.
Picked out brilliantly.
And this is Kante.
He's onside.
And it's made its way to him.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And the pass is intercepted. And here's Dembele.
Dembele. Good, strong midfield running here. Oh, he couldn't quite make it.
Vinicius Junior. Camavinga. Konate goes sliding in. Vinicius Junior cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Brahim Diaz.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book.
Cambio de jugadores.
So, power or guile, what's it going to be?
That was travelling.
France will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change.
Conte. Lovely bit of skill. He is through here.
Can he get on the end of this? That pass isn't the best.
Quality ball.
Oh, really well played.
He has found a way through. Aims beyond the...
And the shots! They've scored! With so little time left. Grandstand finish.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Madrid give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
And he's heaved it away. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
The message is simple. Defend this with your lives. Ah, that's a fine interception. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the manager's pumped here, Peter. He has every right to be after leading his team to such a fine performance. It shows exactly what it means to him. His passion is pouring out.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
En el marcador está a punto de aparecer el número premiado de nuestra rifa de hoy. Buena suerte a todos.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football. Vinicius Junior! And that is wildly off target.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Valverde does well to get it back. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he latch on to this? Bellingham. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I don't think we've seen a dribbler as good as this guy, Vinicius Junior, in some time. His favourite move is to receive the ball in a wide position, attract defenders his way, where he can turn them and just leave them behind and have a clean run at goal. He's a very tricky customer and getting better week by week.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. It's Dembele! They've got to be quick to recover this.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Chouameni. Oh, it's Dembele. Dembele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And it's Valverde. And that's gone loose. Now it's Rodrigo. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. Valverde. Bellingham. And he's had a hit! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Dembele. He has found the way through. Dembele! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Fires it in low. And a shot! Goal! France! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
France have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, it's...
And the finish! It's there! And they're at it again in double quick time. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's been an absolutely...
Chance! Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
France are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
France find a position of real strength now.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Valverde. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Looking for a runner. And it's been played through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. France looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Out to the right. Now it's Bellingham. And it's Valverde. Olise. And it's Conte. Good running, strong and purposeful. Well, that looks a decent ball. Thinks about the shot, shapes to shoot! He's got a goal! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So is this the start of a comeback? Valverde. Here's Chouameni. Bellingham. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Chouameni. Spread out to the left. Valverde. It's run loose here. Camavinga. And the first 45 minutes are up.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
France are broadly in charge, but the contest is... Decent chance! They've scored!
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
France grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Bellingham. Now there's a... He's had a shot! That's going to go a long way. Olise. Now it's Dembele. Played out towards the right wing.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Valverde. Now it's Bellingham. Well, that's an excellent interception. Conte. Now it's Dembele. France finding their passes. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. Well, Bellingham! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Well, that's been cut out, well played. And that is as far as they're going to go. So we've reached the hour mark.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Great vision. Oh, good ball. Vinicius Junior. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And it's Bellingham. Rodrigo. Tchouaméni gets a foot in here. Mbappe. Now, can they get him away? That is a great pick out. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Opts for safety. Alexander-Arnold. Asensio. And it's Valverde. Bellingham.
Yeah, the hat-trick is definitely on his mind, Peter. He wants to get it over with as quickly as he can. Just about everything he's done, for me, he's...
Takes a shot! Goal! They're back within reach! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
Both sides
5.
then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
El dorsal 14.
Madrid give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout.
Serán sustituidos por
Alaba.
el dorsal 21.
France perhaps
el dorsal
contemplating
6.
their next change here.
El dorsal 4. El dorsal
Camavinga.
24. El dorsal
He's going to be
15.
disappointed with
Se va a
that.
realizar un cambio de
Just about up to
jugadores.
75 minutes. Goulet. And it's Diaz. Picked out brilliantly. Gets his head on it! It's in! Back to within one! Interesting! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Madrid get themselves back into contention.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Oh, that's... He's having a shot! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Now it's Brahim Diaz.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And he cuts out the supply. Not the most accurate pass. Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold calmly anticipates.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Cambio de jugadores.
I think we're just about done here. Just eases him off the ball.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Camavinga. That has been slung wide.
Turns and goes back.
Tries to pass it through.
Brahim Diaz!
No way through. And a chance!
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
They've played it short.
Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Goulet. Harrison kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. What a game, what a show. Both sides.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Shot, surely! He scored!
Can you think of a better way to have started this game? Talk about how to stamp your authority on things. You've just seen it.
So smooth, a signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So, a breakthrough already.
Madrid looking to pass their way through. Olise. And it's Camavinga. Rodrigo. Threads one in. And he's gone back. Valverde! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Now it's Camavinga. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Olise. Oh, what a ball! It's Dembele! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Alexander-Arnold tries to clear. It's a promising position. Good ball, good take. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Can he get it through? Oh, that's clever. Valverde! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Well, I think they can breathe a massive sigh of relief then. Such a let-off. France are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Olise. Oh, it's Dembele. And this is Kante. Oh, that's fabulous. There's the shot! Oh, the ball's come loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Valverde. He has found the way through. And it's Bellingham. Good read, needed to be. Real chance! It's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
And now he has two. Madrid are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And here's Dembele. Oh, shooting chance! They want to be quick to recover this. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
They've played it short. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Madrid applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Alexander-Arnold. Olise. France are still behind as we reach out for half-time. And it's Bellingham.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Chouameni. And here's Mbappe. And here's Bellingham.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Mbappe. Conte. Olise. It's Camavinga. Bellingham. Chouameni.
This is the time you need that pace.
Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition.
That's headed upfield. Chouameni. Well sit. And the first 45 minutes are up.
How was the first half compared with your expectation?
France really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Rodrigo.
Vinicius Junior. Bellingham has created 1 goal already. Here's Chouameni.
Rodrigo.
And it's Chouameni. Passing is crisp and sharp. Camavinga. And the counter-attack is on for France. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And here's Mbappe. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress.
Upamecano. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
He is through here!
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Camavinga receives it in a good position here.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Vinicius Junior. And here's Mbappe. Chouameni. Madrid finding their passes. Eder Militao picks it up out wide. Nice sequence of passes, this.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And it's Chouameni.
And that has put paid to that. Rodrigo.
Opts for safety and played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Vinicius Junior.
Now this could be a chance. Madrid looking to pass their way through. And he's there to get it away. Well, they've got it again. Not the most accurate pass.
Vinicius Junior.
It's a pretty loose pass. Mbappe. And it's Camavinga. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Played into space out wide. And he's picked it up out wide. And the counter is on. Chouameni. Valverde. And it's Chouameni. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, just skips past his man. Chooses to go. He's gone for goal! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And it's made its way to him. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Alexander-Arnold is behind this one. And this is the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them.
He's got direct. That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
That looks a decent ball.
Takes a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Digne is there to clear.
And that's been won straight back.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Thuram. And here's Kante. Nicely weighted, but
Shot at goal! No mistake! With so little time left, grandstand finish. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Well, it's an inspired substitute. And that is that.
well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things.
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strong...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I think it's going to be hard, Peter, not to pick out the very talented Michael Elise here. We love his creativity and his ability to drift inside and find a little bit of space and then do serious damage. But potential was always in his game from a very young age, and he's realising that potential now, and he really is growing into something quite devastating.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Vinicius Junior!
France have the chance to go the other way. Looking for the run, and he was quick to react.
Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
And here's Vinicius Junior.
Mbappe is having a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Conte. Valverde does well to get it back. Spread it left.
Vinicius Junior.
And it's Valverde.
Oh, that was vital. And that was very necessary. France, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Bellingham. Nicely spread. He's in space and looking for options. It's a goal kick.
Conte threads one in. Now it's Elise. He's picked his way through,
And he's in on... Can he finish? That's a half-decent try.
Mbappe is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Alexander-Arnold.
it's a pretty loose pass. Searching pass he's played there.
Dembele looking to run onto it. It's a good run, that. Great timing.
Eder Militao.
There's no respite if you're being chased down like this.
Now it's Rodrigo. Alexander-Arnold.
Tries to play it through.
Oh, nice touch. Turns and goes back. Tchouaméni.
And it's Bellingham.
Approaching the half-hour mark.
And it's Bellingham.
Valverde shapes to shoot! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Valverde clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
Bellingham. Alexander-Arnold looking to play him in. Cleared without complication. Nice looking ball. Dembele looking to get on the end of this. Rodrigo. Tchouaméni.
Now it's Mbappe. Madrid finding their passes. And it's slung out wide. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Valverde touches it back. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Dembele picks it up out wide. Eder Militao did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Out towards the flank. Nicely weighted ball. Mbappe might just make this. Conte, that is a great pick out. He's got away. Real chance! Trameni with the short one. Fires it in. He's had a shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. France have their second corner now, and it's been taken short.
2 minutos de descuento.
Valverde. And he's gone searching crossfield. Vinicius Junior. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And we've reached half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. And we are up to the break.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. That gets things going for the second half. So the first half brought no goals. He's going to be disappointed with that. Tries to pass it through. He's being urged to shoot. Rudiger did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, it's a great ball here. Takes a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So, third corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Distributed tidily. Conte, drilled in low. Well, they want another corner, and it looks as though they're going to get it. France get their fourth corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Vinicius Junior. It's gone backwards.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Picked out brilliantly. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. That's another chance. No mistake.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully. That's alert and sharp and very well played. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And it's Conte. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's There's the shot! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Madrid can now introduce the first of their substitutes. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Courtois clears. Alaba. Camavinga, and it's Diaz. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Arda, and it's Camavinga. Camavinga.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
A probing pass.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Camavinga really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go. Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And the comeback is complete. Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
France take the lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
And he's chosen to go back.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He is through here. Brahim Diaz. Camavinga. Can he get it through? Oh, that's well spotted. Camavinga powering forward here. Eder Militao cuts out the pass. Brahim Diaz. 5 minutes left on the clock. Good ball, good take. Now, can they get him away? Chance for a shot! And he hits the net. We thought it was over. It's all square once more.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Cambio de jugadores.
Time for a change in personnel. All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. And here's Vinicius Junior. Guendouzi. And they're back on the ball again. And that will be the final act. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. Well, it's a formation, this, Jim, with a packed midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, and it allows for a lot of flexibility, Peter. You know, combative without the ball, expansive with it. It's a system that's naturally going to ask an awful lot from your central striker, but also for anyone positioned out wide. You're the key supply route, and at the same time, the defensive cover. So, effectively, you're the lungs and legs of the team.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Valverde. Now it's Bellingham. And he was alert to it. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I really like this lad, Jules Koundé, a lot. He isn't the biggest, but he's known for having a big character that makes up for that. He's brilliant in boxes, and he can outmuscle opponents that are much bigger than him. You add a little bit of pace to that, and he's a formidable presence at the back.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And it's lofted through here. Neatly clipped into space. Mbappe has it out wide and in space.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, he's been caught. Dembele! Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. And he's managed to get free. He's Mbappe! Hernandez gets rid without sophistication. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Could try cutting inside here. Well, that has not gone well. Bellingham, and a chance! It's hit the upright. Camavinga. Neither side yet able to find the net. He's in a great position here. Shot a goal!
Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Howson. Madrid applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Rabiot. Now, what about a counter-attack? Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Mbappe is onto this. Can he get it through? And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And it's Valverde. Tchouaméni. This might spell danger. That's going to go a long way.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, well measured. Now this could be a chance. He's picked his way through. Fires it in low. Rodrigo. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Looking to play him in. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
It's a searching pass. Rabiot. And he welcomes it in. And this is Dembele. Up he goes! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Mbappe is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Bellingham. For Valverde. Vinicius Junior. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Camavinga.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Always onto this. Bellingham. And the first half is done. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. Olise! Vinicius Junior. And it's Valverde. Tchouaméni. Nicely aimed pass. Passing is crisp and sharp. Over to the left. That is lovely. And it's Valverde. Now it's Rodrigo. Opts to play it back. For Olise.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well timed, excellent interception. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected.
Eder Militao. Chouameni. It's Bellingham. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham.
Was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Vinicius Junior touches it back.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 5, el dorsal 14, el dorsal...
Alexander-Arnold plays it short.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal...
Oh, that's
21,
superb.
el dorsal 6,
Vinicius
el
Junior!
dorsal 4, el dorsal 15.
He's looking wide.
Pings in a terrific header. He has done it. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Gives it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Alaba.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
That has been cut short. Goulet. And it's Diaz. Olise.
Could move up a gear here.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Vinicius Junior. Alaba.
And it's Camavinga. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Nicely weighted ball. Alexander-Arnold with the delivery.
No way through there.
And he thumps it clear.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
That is good alertness.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Mbappe.
Oh, that's neat.
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Goulet, can he spark a counter here? Looking for a runner.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's Camavinga. And he goes cross-field.
Vinicius Junior.
Brahim Diaz. Alaba. And here's Vinicius Junior. Strokes it back. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Skims one in. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Un minuto de descuento.
There'll be a minute of stoppage time. And that will be it. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it.
but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. Your reflections then, Jim?
I've been in this position myself, and this will be difficult to take. They did everything right but score, but at least I suppose they can reflect on a few positives from this one.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
The action has already started.
Now it's Valverde. Bellingham. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Now, what about a counter-attack? He's on it, can he get away? Alaba is onto this. Alaba
Unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And they've got a throw. Rodrigo. And it's Valverde. Now it's Vinicius. Valverde!
Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Opts for safety. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Brazil have produced some of the best centre-halves around, and I think Militao is up there in that lineage, Peter. He's very quick and aggressive, and while he does have the odd mistake in him, or certainly did in his earlier career, he's maturing fast and he's easing that out of his game, and he can go all the way to the very top.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim.
Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Madrid still without a single shot on target. Valverde. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Tries to pass it through. Bellingham. Valverde. Vinicius Junior. Valverde.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
It's Vinicius Junior. Tchouaméni. Madrid upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really...
Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. Bellingham. Half an hour played now.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And the shot! And that is doing no harm at all. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Vinicius Junior. Madrid are looking to break at pace. Lovely pass, but can he get... Oh, they could be caught out here. Can he finish? Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Valverde. It's Vinicius Junior. Alexander-Arnold looking to play him in. Rodrigo. And it's Tchouaméni. Now then, the ball's come loose. And it's Valverde. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great ball if he can get there. And he's away. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. That has not gone well. Chooses to go cross-field.
Good switch, that.
Valverde. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. Valverde. Now it's Rodrigo. There's the shot! And it's half-time here. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. Here we go again.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Bellingham. Here's Tchouaméni. Mbappe. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Camavinga.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
That is good strength. Valverde. Eder Militao
Did just about enough to come out on top there.
Neither party overly willing to compromise. Camavinga. Rodrigo. Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise.
Mbappe, he's one-on-one! And the shot! He has done it! There is the breakthrough! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Madrid are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Still no way through.
The defending here is resolute. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
A nice sequence of passes, this.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Bellingham. Now it's Valverde.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Valverde. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty...
And he shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught napping!
No way through, so back it comes.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Chouameni. Valverde.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Valverde.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Picked out brilliant, shapes to shoot! It's in! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 5.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
El dorsal 8.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
El dorsal 6. El dorsal 4. El dorsal
Hausen.
24. El dorsal 15. Cambio de jugadores.
Can he get on the end of this? Vinicius Junior.
And he welcomes it in.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he's there to belt it away.
Now it's Bellingham. And it's Valverde.
Nice bit of trickery. Looking for the run. Vinicius Junior. That'll be a corner. And we have our very first corner.
Goulet.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Bellingham.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He's had it taken off him. Goulet. Played out to the right. Vinicius Junior is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Goulet. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi, everyone, and thanks, Peter. It's great to be on board.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And as you can see, we've already started here. Madrid, chance! Asensio with the clearance. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I think it's going to be hard, Peter, not to pick out the very talented Michael Olise here. We love his creativity and his ability to drift inside and find a little bit of space and then do serious damage. But potential was always in his game from a very young age, and he's realising that potential now, and he really is growing into something quite devastating.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Oh, easy pickings there. Camavinga. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Nice control. Hernandez. And it's Koundé. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And that's a goal kick. Rodrigo. Now it's Camavinga. Now who's going to be first to this?
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Chouameni, well seen, saw that coming. Bellingham wins the duel this time. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Valverde. That is lovely. Valverde! Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Valverde is offering a wry smile there.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. Alexander-Arnold goes short. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
France have the chance to go the other way. Decent chance! Fantastic from Rodrigo! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! There is the breakthrough! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Madrid have broken through, it's 1-0.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react. France are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Madrid looking to pass their way through. And it's Bellingham. Mbappe! Played back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Rodrigo. And a chance! Really well taken goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
And now he has two. Madrid are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
Se ruega a nuestros espectadores que obedezcan en todo momento las indicaciones del personal del estadio.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Can he finish? And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Mignon
Chooses to deal with it himself.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Kante goes steaming forward. Camavinga.
Great ball, and he's in here.
Rudiger did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Valverde.
Now it's Valverde. Gets a good foot in there. Now it's Mbappe. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Knocks it into space.
Played into space out wide.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Mbappe.
Dembele. Dembele! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Dembele is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. It's a searching pass. Gets his head on it!
Valverde.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Alexander-Arnold.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Olise, and it's Kante. He's a sharp little ball here.
Now, this could be a chance. Oh, that's nice. Conte.
And he's certainly onside here.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Kante clearly looking the key component now with the concentration.
Chance! Oh, the ball has fallen kindly here. That could spell... In he goes again!
Pass somewhat off target. Mbappe touches it back. It's a good spell of possession, this.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Passing is crisp and sharp.
Vinicius Junior takes a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
He's in a good position here.
He's having a go.
Oh, the ball's come loose here. And now a sudden chance to counter. Searching pass he's played there. And he's managed to get free. He's onside.
France truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Now it's Mbappe. Valverde. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Chouameni. Now it's Mbappe. Chouameni. Valverde. Now it's Dembele. And it's Conte. And here's Camavinga. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That has been slung wide. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. That is lovely. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And it's made its way to him. Now it's Bellingham. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior receives it in a wide position. Decent chance! It's there! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Well, it's taken a big... Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So your views on the first half?
France really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que pueden acceder a toda la información relacionada con nuestro equipo en nuestra página web oficial.
There's the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Rudiger. Vinicius Junior. Valverde. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Not the most accurate pass. Olise. And the counter is on. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Goes for a shot! And that has been clubbed away. Camavinga for Olise. Now he's got space here. And that's a simple one for the keeper. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
It's not an especially good pass, that.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
So we've reached the hour mark. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And it's Valverde. And the pass is intercepted.
Out of play for a throw.
Koundé. Now it's Olise.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He is through here.
In by Conte.
He rises! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Madrid choosing to make the first change.
El dorsal 22, el dorsal 14, el dorsal 5, el dorsal 11. Será
Vinicius Junior.
El dorsal 19, el dorsal
Brahim
22,
Diaz.
el
Distributed
dorsal
tidily.
6, el dorsal 21,
Madrid looking to
el
pass
dorsal
their way
15.
through. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Oh, great defending. That needed doing.
Now it's Dembele. Eder Militao cuts out the pass.
Oh, delightful ball.
Mbappe picks it up out wide. Vinicius Junior. Ceballos. Camavinga. Madrid finding their passes. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Oh, that's well spotted. Chouameni.
And there's his chance to lead the counter.
And this is Dembele.
Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And it's Arda Güler.
That pass has been well intercepted.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Dembele.
Mbappe tries a shot! It's bounced back off the post.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Vinicius Junior. Lovely bit of skill.
Dani Ceballos. 5 minutes left on the clock.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And this is Dembele. And it's Arda Güler. And here's Mbappe. Madrid looking to pass their way.
And the shot!
Camavinga. Mbappe.
Looking for options for movement.
Pass is just off target. Howson.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Vinicius Junior. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
The colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The action has already started. So, Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and inside the box. And he has to link up with that midfield and bring everybody into play, which ensures a more cohesive system.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I would think that this fella Valverde's role is going to be so key here. He'll be tasked with pretty much doing everything from covering the back line to winning the ball back, triggering counter-attacks, providing outlets, pressing, as well as being a goal threat. In other words, pretty much everything.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. Vinicius Junior. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Alexander-Arnold, pressing high and with purpose.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Koundé, Doué, and it's Dembele. Oh, it's Dembele. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Rabiot. And that's been won straight back. Camavinga. Bellingham. Madrid finding their passes. And here's Valverde. Shot a goal! Camavinga. Now he's got space here. Floated through. And it's Dembele! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's been caught on it here! And it's Hernandez. Bellingham. Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. Upamecano. Camavinga. Now it's Bellingham. He's played it back. Chouameni, Mbappe, Saliba defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, he could easily have slipped that to his right just to keep the attack alive, and it looks like he's going to learn the hard way.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Camavinga threads one in. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. France really could have done without this. This to make it 1-0. Terrific save by Manuel.
Once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be hugely telling now.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Mbappe! Shot could be on. Camavinga with the cross. Valverde. And Rodrigo. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And he passes it long. Turns back here, probably the best option. Howson. Bellingham. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And it's Bellingham. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Rodrigo. Chouameni. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Rabiot. And it's Doué. And this is Dembele. And he's in on goal. Mbappe! It's run loose. Who's going to get... Oh, he's been caught napping. Referee's had a look. And he's blown his whistle for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
En el marcador se podrá ver a continuación un resumen con las jugadas más destacadas de la primera parte.
And the action is back underway. Both sides defensively robust up to now. It's Dembele! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Valverde, spread out to the left. And it's Bellingham. Played into space. Oh, that's clever. Eder Militao kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Alexander-Arnold. Bellingham. Valverde. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That's a shade optimistic. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Great ball, and he's in here. Bellingham. Rodrigo. Chouameni. Doué. Camavinga. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Good ball, good take. Gives it back. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Chouameni. So we've reached the hour mark.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Nice looking ball. He's in a great position here. He's shifting through the gears here. Madrid can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Here comes the corner. And we have our very first corner. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. No way through, so back it comes. There's the shot! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
We have
5.
got changes here
El
from both
dorsal
sides, in
14.
fact.
Well,
El
Peter,
dorsal
I
8.
don't think there's anything
El dorsal
tactical or
3.
injury related
El
here.
dorsal
I think it's
11.
just all about the push for a
Serán
goal now.
sustituidos por el dorsal 21.
And still, we
El
await the
dorsal
first
6.
breakthrough.
El dorsal 4. El
Alaba.
dorsal 22. El dorsal
Passing is
15.
crisp and
Se va a
sharp.
realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Thinks about the shot. That is a brilliant interception. France do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Passing nice and neat. And it's Alaba. Alaba. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Now it's Mbappe. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Alexander-Arnold. And he's forced to go back. Howson. And it's Camavinga. And it's Rudiger. Rudiger.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And he's on his way! Mbappe! A real chance and a real let-off.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Vinicius Junior.
Oh, easy pickings there. Chouameni. Mbappe is onto this. Now it's Olise.
Real chance!
He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
France really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Alaba. Brahim Diaz. And he's chosen to go back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Vinicius Junior.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Saliba. Chouameni. Into stoppage time, and it is still goalless. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And that is that. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
France certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.